And now, presented live for the next 30 minutes, As the World Turns. This portion brought to you today by Cascade with sheeting action and by All Temperature Cheer. All Temperature.
Why, sis?
Just driving by. I thought I'd see your new apartment.
Oh, everyone's driving by. Mom was just driving by yesterday.
And the place looked like this?
Well, no, it's wash day. I'm making piles of do and don't.
Do and don't what?
Do and don't wear a lot.
Raymond, you've got white with permanent press. Only you could use all temperature cheer and not use temperatures.
Shirts and socks have temperatures.
Raymond.
Hot, warm, and cold?
Sure, these grungy socks need hot water. And see, permanent press needs warm, unless you want wrinkly stuff.
What's the cold for?
Protecting bright colors.
3 temperatures.
1 detergent, all temperature cheer.
You were right, sis. Look, permanent press, these colors, and these socks, huh? That cheer's pretty good.
Didn't I tell you? What's this, more do and don't?
Do and don't what?
Do and don't know how to fold. Maybe
all
even
temperature
hang one
cheer.
there.
For the way you wash now,
Shouldn't
all
wooden
temperature.
piles like
Who wants more coffee?
One more for me. And I'll have to be getting to the office.
Grandpa, more for you?
For what?
More what? I'm holding the coffee pot. What's the matter with you this morning? You've been way away from here all during breakfast.
No, I ain't. I've been right here.
But do you want more?
No, thanks.
I think I know what's on your mind, Grandpa. I think it's a shame.
Oh, it ain't all that serious.
Well, to look at your face, I'd say it was.
Can't I be quiet and think without you fussing at me?
You two mind telling me what you're talking about?
Nothing, Chris.
Nothing, huh?
We're talking about the cradle Grandpa's made for Bob and Jen's baby. You remember the other night when they were over here, Jen wasn't the least bit interested in it. She wasn't even very gracious about it.
Is that what's bothering you, Pa?
She sure wasn't interested in seeing it. Kind of acted relieved when I said it ain't ready to be looked at yet. But that it's so near done, I might as well finish it.
I do think Jen could be nicer about Grandpa's present. She's hurt his feelings.
Well, unintentionally, I'm sure. Now, just take it easy with Jen, will you?
Well, goodness knows I'm trying to, but she makes it difficult sometimes.
Well, difficult or not, I am counting on you to stay peacefully on the sidelines, honey.
On the sidelines. I'd like to be a friendly mother-in-law, if I could manage it.
That's what I mean. If you can't manage it, stay on the sidelines, okay? Oh, look, honey, I've got to get going.
Chris, before you go, whom do you think we should have for dinner with Mr. Coleman?
Well, I think just the family and, well, I see Judge Lowell, Helen, David.
Do you think I should invite someone as a dinner companion for him? If I only knew what the situation is between him and his wife.
Honey, you don't know.
No. What is it, Chris? Are they separated or something?
Could be, honey. I don't know. Mr. Coleman isn't telling.
No, he certainly isn't. Remember when you told him that Ellen and I were looking forward to meeting his wife? Didn't he say that won't be possible at this time?
Yeah, something like that.
Honestly, you men can be peculiar sometimes. How could the two of you stand there, hear him say something like that, and not ask him what he meant
Honey,
by it?
He made it very clear that he didn't want to be asked any questions, and we were not going to pry.
Well, I must confess I didn't get very far with him either. When I invited him to bring his wife to the dinner, if she was in town by that time, didn't he say just, that won't be possible? She won't be in town. I was dying to go on and ask him how he knows
I
she
know
wouldn't.
you were, honey, and I'm so glad you didn't. When Mr. Coleman wants to tell us about his private life, he will. But until he does, he won't.
Well, why won't he? Why should he get so huffy when anyone acts interested in his wife?
I think his gruff replies are his way of saying that it is none of your business, which it really isn't.
Well, if I had any idea, really, that he and his wife were estranged, I'd invite somebody for him.
Yes, I know you would. I can see that matchmaker gleam in your eye, honey. Now just stop it.
Do you think they're divorced, Chris?
I don't think. And I suggest that you stop thinking.
All right. I'll forget the whole thing.
Good girl. Now I've got to go. See you later.
Chris, do you think I should invite Kim Reynolds to the Coleman dinner?
You've still got that gleam in your eye. The answer is no, darling.
What did Nicky do for Penny to come home from England?
They tell me it rains all the time in London.
Hey, Mom,
Yeah?
after 2 years, I think we might seem kind of square.
Square.
You know, like our dishes. Maybe they're not fancy enough anymore.
But they still look so nice.
Here I am. Penny! Jamie.
Penny, darling.
Nothing's changed, Mom. Everything looks just
Like home?
Oh, and look, flowers. And your pretty dishes. Ooh, look how they shine. Hey, remember Janie?
Oh, yeah. Want to see a monkey?
I still see myself.
Still using joy.
Lemon. You know, Mom, all your little touches, that's what I missed.
Well, that's what makes a home. A lot of nice little things all put together.
Yeah, but no one puts it together like you, Mom.
Lemon Fresh Joy cleans to the shine, and that's a nice reflection on you.
Mom, can you fix this? Aren't you late for the bus, dude? Dawn's already at the bus stop. She'll hold it for me. Anyway, that bus is always late.
How's the weather going to be? Anybody heard a report?
Why don't you just step out on the terrace and see for yourself, dear? I bet your guess is just as good as the weatherman's.
Got a point at that. Let's see. Well, the sun is shining. Blue sky. Only one cloud visible. Air's clear and cool. Well, I'll play it safe like the weatherman and say 10% chance of rain.
Mom, while I'm thinking of it, can I go out on a date Friday night?
Well, that depends, dear.
Well, can I?
Well, before I give you an answer, I'd like to know who the boy is.
Gary Tanner.
Gary Tanner. I would like to meet Gary Tanner.
You already
before...
have met him.
Oh, have I? I've met so many different young men these days, it's getting hard to remember one from the other.
He's about 6 feet, blonde, nice looking.
Seems to me that description fits several boys.
No, it doesn't. Let's see, what can I say? Oh, he's the one who's crazy about photography.
Oh, is he?
Oh, Mother. Daddy, you remember him, don't you?
Yes, I do, indeed. Very nice boy.
Are you sure that he's a nice boy, David?
Yes, of course I'm sure. I've talked to him several times. He's a nice, friendly young man. He's courteous.
Mother, he's really very nice, honestly.
I'm afraid, Anna, you don't always know a nice boy when you see him. Don't forget Richie.
Can't we please forget Richie? Daddy says he's nice. Doesn't he know?
He probably does. I would just
Helen,
like to meet him again myself.
Helen, take my word for it. It's no problem. This boy is a fine boy.
How can you be so sure, David? You've just talked with him a couple of times.
Well, I admit I haven't had him investigated or anything, but I trust my impressions of people, don't you?
Well, I don't have any impression of the boy. I don't even remember him.
Well, then trust mine. It's all right for Carol Ann to go out with him.
If you say so.
Oh, my bus. Gotta go. Thanks, Mom. Thanks, Dad.
Okay, honey.
David, I wanted to see the boy. Why did you...
Honey, you'll meet him when he comes to pick Carol Ann up.
I wanted to see him first.
Helen, dear, you're still being over mistrustful of your daughter, and I think it's bad for her. We can't make a big production every time she has a new friend. Take my word for it. This boy is all right.
Well, I suppose I'm going to have to, aren't I?
Well, I have to be going. Have a good day, dear.
You too, dear. David?
Yes?
If you should run into that J. Stallings again...
What if I do?
Nothing, just ask him if he remembers me.
There again, you don't trust my impression of a young man. All right, I'll ask him.
How'd I look?
Just awful. Hit the showers.
Can I use your shampoo?
Sure.
Head and Shoulders. My dandruff isn't that bad.
Use Head and Shoulders regularly, you won't have a dandruff problem.
With all this shampooing, well, I want something gentle.
Head and Shoulders. It's the best-selling shampoo in the country.
Sure lathers up enough.
Linda, you're looking great now.
You mean my diving?
No, your hair. We'll teach you how to dive tomorrow.
I gave a surprise baby shower, but I got surprised. As I pulled out my punch bowl set, spots galore.
Oh, Claire. What, Lavelle?
My girlfriend Claire and I had to stop decorating to wipe and wipe. It was a hassle, but I later admitted I just shouldn't have switched from Cascade.
Cascade's sheeting action fights drops that spot, leaves dishes virtually spotless.
I'm sticking to Cascade. Just look how great my glasses come out.
Would you like to hear what your husband tells people about your cooking?
Yeah.
Mr. Thorne, how's her fried chicken?
Good. It's relatively crisp.
And how is it for greasy taste?
It's not greasy. I like it.
He says that your fried chicken doesn't taste greasy. What is your shortening?
Crisco.
Digestible all-vegetable Crisco fries crisp chicken that doesn't taste greasy.
It does not taste greasy. I know it's going to do what I want it to do.
George, we got a bad problem under this car.
Yeah? Where?
It's not the car, it's your breath.
What do you want me to do, kiss you or work with you?
Hey, come on. Give me a break, huh? Listen, I got something for you. Come here.
All right. Scope?
It's strong. It'll make your breath okay.
Hey, Scope makes my breath feel fresh.
Well, sure, dummy. I'm a front-end expert, right?
Scope brings you face to face.
Hello?
Kim, this is Nancy Hughes.
Oh, hello, Mrs. Hughes.
Oh, now you were going to call me Nancy, remember? How are you?
Oh, you're right, Nancy, I was, and I'm fine. How are you?
Oh, getting along. Have you had any word from Bob and Jen?
As a matter of fact, I have. Just this moment, I got a postcard from Jen in the morning mail.
Oh, that's more than I've gotten. What did she say?
Well, it doesn't say having a wonderful time wish you were here. She says that she hopes the vacation will get to be a little better when they start to tour New England, and she sends her love, and that's about all.
Well, what a shame. Isn't she having any fun in Boston?
Well, she doesn't say she is. Of course, then she doesn't say she isn't either. You know, Jen, she's not too communicative.
No, she isn't, is she?
Well, you know, I think the important thing is that Bob and Jen got away together, don't you?
Yes, of course. Kim, the reason I'm calling, I'm going to have a dinner party next Thursday. It's for Grant Coleman. He's a very important new member of the law firm. And we'd so love to have you come.
Oh, well, Nancy, that's terribly sweet of you, but I'm awfully afraid that I can't.
Oh, why not? You'd be such an addition.
You're a darling to say that, but no, I can't. I have a previous engagement that I couldn't possibly break.
Well, next time then.
Yes, of course. I really do appreciate your calling.
All right. Goodbye, Kim.
Bye now. Such a nice woman. I wish I didn't have to do that. Face it, I'll have to give a lot of bad excuses from here on. I don't dare go out socially anymore now that the baby's showing. Everyone's going to think I'm terribly antisocial. And at the end, what will Nancy think when she finds out I've had an illegitimate baby? Oh, stop it. I sound like my sister, the expert on convention. But in a way, she's right. It isn't going to be easy. Hello?
How's my favorite hostess?
Oh, John. I should have known it would be you.
Any objections?
No, not one. Not one in the world. Matter of fact, it's a pleasure to hear your voice.
We'll return to As the World Turns in just a moment.
Remember when people started using Safeguard deodorant soap? They didn't know any better because there was nothing better to know.
Today, there's something better to know.
New deodorant Safeguard with twice the lather of any other deodorant soap. But not just rich lather. This is deodorant lather. No other leading soap gives you more deodorant protection. New deodorant Safeguard with twice the lather of any other deodorant soap.
Mrs. Stern, we'd like you to diaper your baby right here on television. Which diaper would you rather have next to Jennifer's skin?
This one. Feels softer. Make me more comfortable if she's more comfortable.
Lift up the diaper you chose.
Ivory Snow.
Jennifer's grabbed the other one.
Detergent.
You proved Ivory Snow washes diapers softer than any detergent.
I used Ivory when she was an infant, and I had changed. And I'm sorry that I did. I'm going back to Ivory.
Did I hear you rightly, or am I having delusions of grandeur?
Well, that depends upon what you think you heard.
Just that you were very glad that I called.
I really am. Now, what do you think of that?
I'm delighted. Well, perhaps you would like to go out and have dinner with me tonight.
Oh, go out to dinner?
Yes, where would you like to go?
Well, I wouldn't like to go out, but I would like for you to come here and let me make dinner for you. How about it?
Well, that would be great. What time?
How does 6:30 sound to you?
Sounds like a magic hour. Count on me. Bye till then.
What you doing, honey?
Oh, making out a list.
Put down oatmeal. We're all out.
Well, it isn't that kind of shopping list, Grandpa. This is for women's things.
Oatmeal's for women, too.
But you don't buy them in the same place, Grandpa. This is hosiery and a blouse and handkerchiefs.
Put it down anyway, to remind you.
Well, all right, if you insist. But you'd better remind me again when I make out the grocery list.
Oh, well. Nancy, I've been thinking. I ain't sure I should give that cradle to Bob and Jen.
Oh, Grandpa, you have to. You've told them you were making it, and they'll expect it.
I don't want it.
Now, that's just not true. As I told you, Bob was
Bob's a man. You don't care about cradles. Jen's the one who has to like it.
And she will. When she sees it, she'll like it. You just see.
I don't think so. I've just about decided I ain't even going to find out if she likes it or not.
Oh, Grandpa, now.
I mean it. Ain't no reason to make her unhappy with a gift. Anything I hate is pushing something on somebody that don't want it. Just embarrasses them.
I know how you feel, but... Well, I mean, how would you explain it if you didn't give it to them?
I've been thinking about that. I could say the cradle don't please me. It didn't turn out right.
Oh, Grandpa, that's a beautiful cradle, and you've worked so hard on it. It's a shame to waste it.
I've been thinking about that, too. I might give it to the Salvation Army. They'll find someone who needs it and really likes it.
Well, I suppose.
Yeah. Maybe I'll do that and tell Jen it didn't work out right. No point in making her miserable. Well, anyway, I'll finish it.
We'll return to As the World Turns in just a moment.
Mom, you forgot again.
Duncan Hines brownies.
It's been weeks.
Duncan Hines liquid chocolate flavor packet makes moister batter. Unlike dry mixes, Duncan Hines batter's moister. Moister batter, moister brownies.
Fudgy.
Why make them wait? They want Duncan Hines.
My daughter-in-law, she's some cook, Josephine.
Indeed she is. Everybody knows that.
Gain 5 pounds every visit.
So enjoy it, Pop. I enjoy cooking for you. But what I don't enjoy is the cleaning up, especially these tough, greasy food stains.
Try Comet. People who really use their sinks really need it.
How's this?
Comet's better on tough, greasy food stains than any other leading cleanser. Watch. Sprinkle equal amounts. Let them work a bit, then rub.
Some difference. Comet is better.
Comet has chlorinol.
Need help, girls?
Nope, everything's under control with Comet.
When you really use your sink, you really need it.
Well, I see that our leading research man is practicing again.
Oh, I still have a few patients, Dr. Dixon.
I hear you're handling Dr. Hughes' patients, too.
Oh, I always do when he's away.
Yeah. Have you heard from him? Is he having any fun in Boston?
Oh, I suppose, if you can call a medical convention fun.
Oh, I imagine he's getting a great kick out of reading a paper on cardiology to such a distinguished group.
It's a distinguished paper.
Ah, you read it. Still, one would think that they might invite someone more like yourself,
or you. Oh, I think Dr. Hughes can probably do a better job than either you or I.
Well, of course, it's a matter of pull, isn't it? I mean, who you know.
And how much you know.
Of course. You know, someday that group in Boston is going to wake up to the fact that there are others who know just as much, if not more, than Dr. Hughes. Don't you think?
I don't think.
Of course, that's not to say he's not a very good doctor. Take it easy, David.
I suggest you do the same. Oh, Mr. Stallings.
Dr. Stewart?
How's your hand coming along?
So-so.
Good.
Nice seeing you.
Just a minute. My wife, Mrs. Stewart, wanted me to ask if you remember her.
Yeah, I remember. You can tell Mrs. Stewart I remember her very well.
This portion of As the World Turns has been brought to you today by Comet, the super stain removing cleanser for people who really use their sinks, and by Duncan Hines Brownie Mix with the chocolate flavor packet for moister brownies. Negligee furnished by Odette Barsa. Fashions from John Meyer of Norwich. Stay tuned for The Guiding Light, next on most of these CBS stations. Join us again tomorrow for another half hour of drama on As the World Turns.